let's just go ahead and get started and tell you a little bit more about myself, because I really do like to start out all my webinars telling you about how I got started. But if you have questions, you know, even after this event, I know I'm tweeting as New Life Event, but after this event goes on, I'm on Twitter all the time, basically, as Shawna Seigel. Mama's here. You've heard her voice a little bit here. She's under there as Renee _ AKA Mom, because anybody who calls and says, yeah, I need to talk to Mom, they all know who we're going to do. But 11 years ago, I started out my first business, and I'd love to say I was a picture-perfect mom with my 2 boys, cooking, cleaning, and doing all of that, but truly that was not the case. I was pulling out my hair. I was in my jammies, and as my mother just noticed an hour ago, did you come to the office in jammies? Yes, that's the way I'm used to working. I was in my jammies, and I was working from home, and I had my 2 kids there. And yes, I was pulling out my hair, and I was going insane. And there just wasn't enough education out there, so I had to learn it on my own. And when I started helping other people learn this stuff and helping people grow their business, it just became very addictive, and I wanted to help more people and more people and more people. And a lot of times the reason why I was pulling out my hair is because whenever I answered a customer's phone call, I had these kids that were screaming in the background, and he's touching me, and dogs barking. But now I help people. I get to help people. I'm the CEO and founder of One Choice for Your Store. We are a Yahoo Small Business Partner, which is why we're get these wonderful opportunities to share some really great deals with you guys. I'm the host of New Life Event, obviously, because you guys are here. I'm a radio host on webmasterradio.fm every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, and educator of all things SEO and Yahoo. And I did notice somebody was asking about Chris Malta. Is he okay? Yes, he is okay. He's at home. He was very, very sorry he couldn't be here this weekend, but he was having some health issues, so he's unfortunately wasn't able to join us. So that's why we thought we'd do this quick demo for you. All right, so when you open up a store, and actually, no, we need to stop. Mom, we don't have anything telling people about how you had me when you were 2 and worked your way through preschool. So you need to introduce you and tell people about you.
No, I want to go back for a minute and talk about Chris Malta, because he is absolutely phenomenal. And if you're not familiar with him, he's one of the owners of the Worldwide Brands, and he has just been a long-time Shawna supporter. And the reason why he supports Shawna so much is because if it hadn't been for Worldwide Brands, you wouldn't be in business today. And I just want to make sure that we just send a shout out to Chris to let him know, and please feel better, because he's wonderful, and everything that they do over there, it's Worldwide Brands, is just absolutely phenomenal. So if you want some more information about Worldwide Brands, call me, because I'd be more than happy to go over that with you next week, not today, but next week, because it's just wonderful what they do there. So I had you when I was 2. And I worked my way through preschool, and I have a associate's degree in accounting, a business bachelor's degree in mass communications, which I can talk to a lot of people while I'm watching TV. That's what that means. And I have a master's in business from Chapman University. So I was very lucky in being able to continue my education, even though it got stopped when I was a young 2-year-old. And I'm just very, very happy to be here and to help you, Shawna, because it's just phenomenal, and it's just wonderful seeing what's going on. So my background is in business management, which is why we say here that we don't build you a website, we build you a business. So if you want to know about how to do websites, we're more than happy to help you. But if you really want to know on how to build a business and a future and a new life, then that's absolutely what we love doing. So please call.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the whole point of showing you guys this is that you can take control over your business. And one of the things that I learned very quickly is that I wanted control over my own business, because that gave me control over my destiny. And this is one of the reasons why I love the Yahoo Store platform so much, is because it is so easy and simple to use. Even just starting out, what they do is they give you a very simple checklist. It's just 5 simple things. Design the site, add products, payment methods, tax rates, set up shipping, and you're done. And it may seem like, oh, okay, well, that's it. And yeah, it is that easy. And I just kind of want to take you through a couple of different things just to show you, because my 83-year-old grandfather has a Yahoo store, and yeah, you just got to see how simple this is. So that's what I want to do with you today, is just to kind of show you that. So let's go ahead and do that now. Oh, and I saw that somebody said, love the t-shirt, how do you get one? If you're on New Life event, you just click on store. We just added that link, and I just thought it was wonderful. All right, let's go into One Choice for Frogs. Now, this is a website that we created to help people and to train people with the Yahoo stores. Yahoo Store is very, very simple. Let's go ahead and cover the big spots. Over here, you've got site settings. This will help you with access to your store, preferences, domain names, whatever that may be. Over here is your resources. Lots of great resources. Make sure that once you have a Yahoo store, if you have one, use that search store help often. You usually can find the answer to most things right there. Your order settings, right here. This is going to control your checkout manager, what emails are being sent to your customers, your tax rates, your shipping rates. People think that, well, how difficult is this going to be to set up? So let's go through setting up a tax rate. And I'm going to go ahead and delete my tax rate just so I can show you how easy it is. Let's go back to the tax wizard. All right, so now we are in we're in the tax wizard for the Yahoo store. So first it says select the tax where you must collect tax. Well, select the state. Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you about taxes is make sure you consult your state tax agency, because things can get really, really confusing. But once you know what you're doing, it's very simple to do it with the Yahoo store. So basically you're going to click on your state. You click next, and it says 6%. Well, let's pretend that you were supposed to put in 6.25. Click edit and change this over to 6.25%. Click update. Click done. That's how you set up tax in a Yahoo store. It's that simple, that's easy. Everything within the Yahoo store is very simple, very easy to do. You've got statistics that will allow you to look at your page views, your sales, your references, your graphs, your reports, repeats. You're able to look at your orders. There's now a customer manager feature that just came out recently. You can put in your inventory. They've got promotion tools, a simple affiliate program, coupon manager, creating links, email marketing, keyword finder, mailing lists, search engines. You can set up to do simple promotional emails, Yahoo search marketing, just a lot of really great stuff here. But my favorite part about the Yahoo store is how simple and easy to use it is to use the store editor. That's what I love. And people get really nervous about when it comes to adding products or adding categories, because a lot of the platforms out there, it just gets so confusing. And it's like, I just want something that's very simple and easy. So I'm going to go into this back end of the Yahoo store, and I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to use. So here we are in the back end of a Yahoo store. And here we are selling these different clothings for frogs. And notice we have 2 sections already. We have frog jacket and we have frog clothing. So now let's say that we want to put in a section for women's clothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our home page, and up across the top we have edit, section, item, link, move, image, variables, manager. So we want to create a section, so we click the button section. Okay, create women's clothing. And caption, this is the description for this page. So this is where you would put in a description for your, I can't spell tonight, for your section page. Thank goodness Firefox has that little Red Alert, which I highly recommend using all the time when you're inputting products. Use it in Firefox. Make sure that the Google toolbar shows you which words you're misspelling. It's very helpful. Anyway, notice as I'm going through this, you have helpful information underneath each variable. Name, this is the name of the item. Image, click upload to upload an image for this item. Caption, description for this item. Everything is there. Everything is being explained to you. And when you're done, you just click the update button. And now we've got a new category for women's clothing. So now let's say we want to create a new item under women's clothing. Click the button that says item. Name of the item. All right, we want the frog bikini, and I apologize, I'm on another computer, so I don't have my cute little frog bikini images. If I had it, we could upload here. We're going to put the code as bikini, put the price as $15, sale price is $10. Now we've got some options. We have the frog bikini in different colors, so we're going to put color red, blue, green, and for size we're going to put in small, medium, large. Okay. Headline, this can be used to put in a longer title. So if we wanted to put frog bikini, kind of like a short title, but maybe we want to put in two-piece frog bikini as our headline. And here we would put in our description. Now let's just go ahead and click update and see what happens. Here is our two-piece frog bikini. Here are the colors. Here are the different sizes. And here is the description. It's very, very simple with the Yahoo Store. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of our little images here to show you about adding an image to the home page. So we'll just save this over to desktop and save. And if I go to any page whatsoever to add an image, I can just click edit, or I can click image. Image adds an image. Click on the send button. Click on, there we go, send button, and I've added an image. If I want to go back and make changes to any pages, let's say we've got an About Us page that I want to make changes to. I go to the page, I click edit, and now I can make changes. If I want to make a product a featured item on my home page, all I have to do is go to that product and click special. That's it. That's all I have to do. Yes.
We have a request for you to show how to do a subsection, and you know how difficult that is.
Absolutely. So underneath frog clothing, we want to, or I'm sorry, underneath women's clothing, we want to have a section for, I'm going to go ahead and delete our, or actually I'm going to cut our bikini. And under women's clothing, I'm going to create a subcategory that's called swimwear. So in order to create the subcategory, you have to be on the main category page and click section and call this swimwear and click the update button. Now, if we go back to women's clothing, here is our subcategory. We can create another subcategory by clicking on the section button again. So women's clothing, we have swimwear, and now we can come up with jackets. Click the update button. So now let's go back into swimwear. And notice that we've got frog bikini up here in a clipboard. I'm going to go ahead and click on that to paste it in there. But you know what? This little bikini, and I'm going to go ahead and just add any image to this so that way it kind of makes a little bit more sense. I apologize, I don't have those files on this computer. And it doesn't make sense at all, but that's okay. It will work for what I want it to. Let's say that I've got this item underneath swimwear for women's clothing, but it really should be under general frog clothing as well. All I have to do is go to the item and click copy. go to Frog Clothing, and then click paste or click to insert. Very simple. Now, let's say I wanted that frog bikini to be on the home page. All I have to do is click on it and click special. So what happens when you don't want that item to be a special anymore? Go to the item and click not special. If you want to delete the item, click on delete. If you want to cut the item, just like cut, copy, paste. It's very, very simple. The reason where most people will go wrong with the Yahoo Store is when they try to make it harder than it actually is. And that's where a lot of people hurt themselves with the Yahoo Store. They think that, well, if I want to make a link to another website, no, if I click link, that's going to do something else. No, if you want to create a link to another website, then all we have to do is click on link. So let's say over here we want to make a link to Frog Books. Click on link, call it Frog Books, and for the URL, we got to put in the HTTP, frogbooks.com. Click the update button, and now when this site is publishes, it's going to go directly to frogbooks.com. It's going to do that. It's very, very simple and very, very easy. And of course, later on tonight, I'm going to really show you some of the advanced features of the Yahoo Store, like how it helps to keep track of things and how it helps you with your references and knowing where people are coming and going from, because it's very, very cool. And one of the things I'm very excited to show you about is this is the back end of the New Life event, which is also a Yahoo Store. And I love the Yahoo Store, even if I'm not selling any products. One day I might decide to sell a product, but I absolutely love it. So right now I need to go in and change. I've been trying to move these down and around whenever I'm making changes. And again, I'm now an advanced manager, but it's still pretty much the same. I need to go change the agenda. So I'm going, oops, sorry, when you go into another Yahoo Store, it kicks you out. All right, I'm going to go into the agenda page. I'm going to click the edit button. And I've got a whole bunch of HTML in here. And guess what? You can too. So if you're really great at HTML, you can enter in HTML into that caption field and make it look any way that you want it to look. What's really great, though, is if you don't have a clue what you're doing with HTML, you don't have to. It's okay. You don't have to worry about a thing. Now, here's what's nice as well. If you kind of know what you're doing with some programming, you can also make your own type of fields. Like I decided to do my own little programming here and make myself a little variable that says Friday agenda, so I can kind of keep everything, you know, kind of separated, and it really helps me to keep them different. And then Saturday agenda, and I know it's not going to make sense, but I'm actually putting this over into the Sunday agenda, even though it's, you know, because I'm moving it towards the end. And when I'm done, I click update. And now let's look at it. Now this one is now on the top. This other one should be down at the bottom. And when I'm all done, I can click the publish button and give it about a minute, and it's going to be live on our website here. Doesn't take very long. It tells you how long it's going to take. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but that's it. Now somebody asked me to show a little bit more about the store manager and what happens there, and I'm going to fully go over this tonight because I want to show you how you use it. And I don't want to just say, well, you go to store manager and if you look at references, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, I looked at references and I saw this, so I took this action. And so it's really great information that I want to dive into tonight, but I want to show you kind of more of the basics right now. And I also want to show you what all of you have done for the New Life event. So I'm going to go into the manager of New Life event, and I want to show you what you have done in the last 24 hours. This was about 200 people a day visiting the New Life event to sign up for the event and visiting the New Life event page. And this is what you guys did yesterday. We almost hit 4,000. And that's because of you guys. That's what you guys have done for the New Life event. This is with you promoting the New Life event, you guys spreading the word, and I just wanted to show this to you and say thank you. All right, now that I've been able to show you that and the power of social networking, now I want to go into some very basic stuff about search engine optimization for e-commerce, because I find that this information is so very, very important. So let's talk about your product descriptions. We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier today, but your product descriptions really need to have good, solid content, okay? You don't want to use your manufacturer's descriptions because that's duplicated content, okay? So we want to answer customers' questions. We want to answer who's the product for, what is this product, when do they need or use this product, why do they need this product, where do they use the product, how do they use this product. Now this is going to be an extreme example, but you're going to get the idea. Made specifically for frogs. It's kind of like who, you know, blue windbreaker jacket, what? Keeps you cold on a warm, cold night, when? On your lily pad, where? It's water repellent and wind resistant too. How? Makes a great gift too. That answer is why. Now, we have to understand that our customers cannot touch your product. They cannot smell your product. They cannot feel, you know, and they can't get a sense of that product. So you really are writing these product descriptions for your customers. And I want you to keep them in mind first and foremost when you are writing those descriptions, because that is primarily who your product descriptions are for, your customers. That is so very important because it's going to affect your conversion rates. And for some people who are just joining us and don't even know what a conversion rate is, don't feel bad. When I first heard the term conversion rate, I went, what? What is a conversion? Oh, I got a little express warning from Norton here. A conversion rate basically means somebody came into your website and they accomplished the goal that you wanted them to. So maybe the goal is to sign up for your newsletter. So that's going to go into your conversion rate. Maybe the goal is to have them download an ebook. That's going to be part of your conversion rate. And for e-commerce site owners, the conversion rate is somebody who comes to your website and then purchase from you. So those product descriptions are going to be extremely, extremely important. Extremely important.
Can I elaborate one more?
Yes, you can.
Okay, for your conversion rate, you just said it was going to go towards it. So your conversion rate, you may hear something in the form of a percentage. So you may hear 2%. So that means that for every 100 people that came in, 2 people purchased. And we always get asked, what should your conversion rate be? The correct answer is going to be better every day. So what that means is that you want more people into your site and more people that are buying. So get both of those numbers up and you will make more money. So that's the whole gist of this.
Absolutely. And when I show you the analytics from my What Now program later tonight, I want you to, I'm going to show you what my current bounce rate is and what I'm going to do to make it less. I don't care what the average is, and I don't want you to care what the average conversion rate is. I don't want you to care what the average bounce rate is. All I care about is you going and finding out what your conversion rate is. What is your bounce rate? And then I want you to make it better. That's all. That's what I want you to focus on. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. And here's a big reason why you should never compare yourself with other people. When I first started, I had a software store. And I quickly realized that in the top 10, that there were like 2 companies that were taking up 2 or 3 different spots. They were the same company, but using different URLs. A lot harder to do nowadays. But it was like, well, wait a minute. If I open up a second software store, then I'm going to be the second one in the top 10, and now I've got a higher chance of getting the sale. And what I did is one store I made very calm, soothing blue, and the other store I made very bold. And actually, that was what started the One Choice brand in red, black, and white. And although I sold the exact same products, the customers were completely different. The customers that called me were completely different. I was selling the exact same product, but when people would call the nice blue site, they would talk to me like this. and they were very nice to me. And when people called me on the other site, they were just very quick and they just wanted to get the sale over with, and that was it. It was so interesting. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself too much to competitors. You know, I mean, yes, it's great to know that information, but just work on making yourself better. So what else are product descriptions good for? Your search engine rankings. Your search engine rankings. Now, for some of you, SEO may be something brand new you've never heard about. So let's explain SEO. All right, so Mama, I want to open up a brand new store down in South Bend. What's your best advice?
Location, location, location.
Amen. Location is everything, right? If you were going to go open up a store in your main town, you would say, I have to be in the right location. Because let's see, if you were to go open up in the local mall in the middle of town and you've got all this foot traffic going by, how much money on advertising do you think you're going to have to spend? Probably not too much. You might do some window advertising, but to actually get people to know that you are open for business, that you're here, you don't have to spend as much because you've got all this great foot traffic coming by. People are going to walk by and they're going to go, oh, what's this? You know, and you're not going to have to spend as much money. Now, what if you were to open up your store in this downtown back alley that you can't even see the sign from the street? How are you going to bring people to your business there? Well, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on advertising, a lot of money on advertising, and you might even have to hire a high school kid to stand out in front in one of those monkey suits, strolling around a sign saying that, hello, my store is down this way. Come down this way and visit my store. Well, that's what search engine optimization is all about. Location, location, location. All right, so let's talk about location. Let's see. These guys up here are paying for location. Basically, these guys are in the back alley. These guys are in the back alley, and they have to pay for people to come to them. And mind you, this screenshot was taken, you know, a little while ago, so don't go doing a search for it right now, but they're paying for it. Now over here, we've got Google Shopping results, right? This is free. You just got to have a file to upload to Google Shopping, and you're going to get in there for free. But what is this right here? And notice this doesn't always show up. But what is this? This is like the sweet spot right here. This is what comes from SEO. This is location, location, location. This is the #1 natural search ranking. This is #1, and I don't know if you can read it, but OneChoiceForFrogs.com was #1 for blue windbreaker jacket. It's crazy, but it's true. Now, here's some other very interesting things you ought to know about that #1 ranking for blue windbreaker jacket. One Choice for Frogs at the time that this happened, and we were ranked #1 for quite a long time, blue windbreaker jackets for One Choice for Frogs. The store was not officially open for business. There were 0 links going to the website. And the product showed up in Yahoo Shopping and Google Shopping. And we didn't put it there. But let me tell you what did happen. We put unique content on that page. And we made it very relevant to blue windbreaker jacket. So I really hope that you understand, because I'm saying it once again, and you heard many other speakers saying it, content, content, content. Content is so very important. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little live demonstration about content and search. And one thing that might help you to understand what Google is looking for. All right, so you have to realize Google is a company just like you and I. They have customers, okay? You and I, we are Google's customers. And we go and do a search on Google. We are their customer, and they don't want to lose us, okay? So let's see. I want to buy a horse. I bought 15 acres in Michigan. I already have 2 horses. My mother is driving me crazy. She wants me to buy her a horse. So I'm going to go into buying a horse. And I am Google's customer. Remind you that I'm going in here. So what kind of results am I getting? I am getting horses for sale. I am getting horse buying mistakes. I am getting a wiki on buying a horse. I am getting how to buy a horse. I'm getting some more classifieds, but I'm also getting some training. We're getting horse finders. We're getting a university, a first-time horse owner's guide, and how to select a horse. All right, now picture this. We had come to buying a horse, and everything was the exact same. Mistakes on buying a horse. Mistake, 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 mistake. Well, I didn't ask for mistakes on buying a horse. I just want to buy a horse. So then I tried doing another search term phrase, and Google messes it up again. And then I try another one, and Google messes it up again. Where am I going to go? I'm going to go to Bing because it's the decision search engine, and they keep telling me it's easier there. Google doesn't want that. Then they've just lost me as their customer. So what are they looking for? They're looking for unique content. They're looking for unique, relevant sites that are going to help me. They're trying to think for me. They're trying to think that if I'm buying a horse, I'm going to want to see classifieds. I'm going to want to see mistakes. I might want to see reviews. I might want to learn how I'm supposed to buy a horse. I might want information from the university. I'm going to want first-time horse owner guides. I'm going to want all kinds of different information. So when you go in and you copy the manufacturer's description, when you go in and you copy the drop shipper's information that they have given you, so has 3,000 other websites. You are not going to show up on the first page. Never, ever again. You're not going to do it. And people are getting smart about their searches. They are finding out what they want. Let me give you another little thing to think about. Okay, you guys have seen those little codes on websites? Let me show you what I'm talking about. I love using Trillian. Absolutely love Trillian. I'm actually going to be doing a big thing on this and how your store can get one of these because it's free to set one of these up for your store. So Trillian, I love Trillian, and all of us use Trillian. Trillian is basically one chat service that you can use for everything, for Facebook and Yahoo, MSN, AIM, all of it. And I just got my Android phone and I wanted to put it on there, and I go to this site and all I have to do is take my little phone, and I've got a barcode scanner app that I put up against my screen, and it takes me directly to that app on my phone. That's what a beauty of a QR code does. Now you'll also, if you go into Best Buy, go check it out. You can walk into Best Buy and see these codes all over the place so that you can do some online research. People are looking and going online for research before they buy in stores now too. So what are they going to be looking for? What kind of information do they want? They're going to want reviews. They're going to want product guides. They're going to want to know, how does this product differ from that product? These QR codes are getting very, very interesting, and this is your chance to really, really knock it out of the park. All right. I will bring you more information about the QR codes very, very soon in my next newsletter if you follow the One Choice newsletter. All right. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about content. It comes down to location. So here's the big thing that most people think. If I build it, they will come. And that's just not the case. You really do have to have a lot of patience, because it can take 3 to 6 months for the search engines to even find your website. And it really is the reason why I started this whole Now What project, to open up a brand new store, document every day what I'm seeing, what I'm doing, what the, what's happening after I make these changes, because I want people to know that it really does take time. And I want to show different things that you have to test. And I'm so lucky to give you guys a sneak peek tonight because I'm so excited to show it to you. So you have to keep remembering that it can take 3 to 6 months for search engines to get to your site. But I am going to show you that with the right content, you can get in there even sooner for your long tail keywords. All right, so sales are going to start slowly, and that's desperately true. You know, I remember my first month I got my first sale, and I was so excited, and then it was like 2 weeks before I got another sale. And then, you know, it winds up happening where then you're going to get a sale once a week, and then you're going to get a sale every couple of days. Then you're going to start getting a sale every day. Then you're going to start getting them every couple of hours, every hour, and it's just going to keep growing from there. So patience is going to be extremely, extremely important. So I hope I've mentioned patience, 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 patience. All right, so you can, once you open up a new website, a new store, anything like that, with any website you're building, you have product promotion tools available to you, but especially with the Yahoo stores, they're giving you so many different product promotion tools to drive traffic to your store. You've got the free search engine marketing. You can put your products in shopping search engines, which I highly recommend. You can get out there with email marketing, which we talked with Email Yogi, but also social networking. And here's another little thing that I've been doing with this new Now What project is trying to base all of the website traffic on social networking alone. It's been very interesting, and not just social networking, but also pure natural SEO, but not using advertising. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, great information. So here's what we've got for you guys, and I'm so glad that we are a partner with Yahoo and we were able to get these, but we only have a limited number of them, so make sure you get them. We have these 4-month coupons available. What it does is it pays your rent for 4 months. So with the Yahoo store, it's basically $39.95 a month for your basic Yahoo store. And then what they don't charge you a per item fee, so you can have up to 50,000 items in your store. There's no image fees, anything like that. It's $40 a month, and then once you start making sales, they do charge a 1.5 transaction fee on any sales you get. You did get a free domain name, and this is a really great savings because you are going to save about $160, about $170 once you include the domain name. So in order to get that, just go to freeystore.com. You'll get that 4-month coupon. I really recommend taking advantage of this because we normally only get 2-month free coupons, and for this weekend we were able to get those 4-month, and I want to make sure you guys get those. On our website, we have the Yahoo Store Editor 101 book. This is a step-by-step how to open up your business. So you can download it, you can use it. It goes through everything. Our website has everything you need for going through and doing this. But the other thing that we are giving you if you open up your store and you get this set up for the weekend, because we really want to help you be successful, is a free item image pop-up for your store. And let me explain what that is. Mom, while I bring this up, can you tell people why it drives you crazy?
Oh, it does. It just drives me absolutely crazy because someone is going to be looking at your site and they're going to be looking at a product and they're going to want to see a close-up of the product. So what they will do is they will, of course, click on the product, and what happens is that right there, it blows up into another screen. Now, what most people will do is they'll hit the X button and they will leave. What they need to do is hit the back button.
Yep, they're gone. They're absolutely gone. So now I have to do undo close tab to get it back again. So here's an example of what you're going to get for your Yahoo store, is that when somebody comes and says, okay, I want to see the larger image, it opens up, sorry, it went over to the third. It opens up into another window and they can still see that add to cart. That's what we want. We don't want to lose that add to cart. We want them to convert to a customer. So it is one of the things that absolutely drives us batty about the Yahoo store. We love the Yahoo store. I mean, with great content and the Yahoo store, we were #1 for a store that wasn't even open for business, and it was a fake site for frogs. We love the Yahoo store. They're very SEO friendly. They're very clean. They're very you know, they're search engine friendly, they're very trusted, they're clean, they're easy to use. We love them. But there's 2 things that drive me crazy about the basic Yahoo store, and that's why we provide these things to help you, which is the free pop-up to enlarge, so that way, boom, opens up in a new window, quit opening up in the third window, thank you. So that's one thing. And So this is way you can avoid people having to get lost. And the other thing that drives me crazy is you see this little tiny add to cart button. This gets lost if you ask me, okay? I don't like this tiny little add to cart button. So here's what I have another little gem for you guys. If you go to onechoiceforyourstore.com, or if you get there by going to freewistore.com, click on Learning Center, okay? And then scroll down just a tiny bit and then click on free add to cart buttons. What this will do is give you 200 different types of add to cart buttons to test, because as you all know, if you come to any of my shows or anything else, my favorite phrase is test, test, test. So my usual size I would go for, I don't like the large ones in this unless you have like a particularly like huge site where you're like, you've got customers that are always using these huge monitors. I prefer the medium and the small buttons, so don't go crazy with the size large. But, you know, you've got these 200, and there's some really, really nice buttons. You've got some with a hand. You've got some with a little mouse over. They're different colors. They're different types. I want you to use the kind that have the add to cart little graphic, and then I want you to try out ones that don't, because I want you to test and see which ones are going to work for your store, for your customers. So there's many different types that you can use, and you can change them up, you can have fun with it. I just want you to make sure that you get that. So all you have to do is go to Learning Center. I'll show it to you again. Learning Center, free add to cart buttons, and then click order now and it will go for free. So don't worry about that.
Can you breathe for a minute and do me a favor?
Yeah.
Okay. Click on your Yahoo Store tutorials.
Okay.
Someone had asked about databases, so I want you just to go through, just very briefly go through what we have available on this site. Again, all free to help you with your Yahoo Store.
Okay, so I hope by now when I tell you that I love free education, you believe me, that I'm serious about this. If you are going through the open Yahoo Store process, we have tons of rebroadcast available, and also little wizards here. If you ever get lost, by the way, I go through this. I mean, you can watch rebroadcasts like all the time of all kinds of great stuff. But also under Yahoo Store tutorials, I've got Yahoo Store Editor, I've got Yahoo Store Manager, I've got how to customize your Yahoo Store with your own graphics, customize your shopping cart, how to make it match your Yahoo Store for higher conversions. I've got videos on how to create your own graphics. Anything that you want to find that you're not sure of, let's say database uploads, because with the Yahoo Store you can basically upload 20,000 products if you really want to, although I don't recommend it. You just put in a search for database upload, and here you go. Click on that, and we give you all the information you need, give you more information, and create a sample database template for you to use and follow. And if you want, we can even take a look at your file, put in only like 3 or 4 products, click the email us, send it to us, and we'll verify that it looks good before you upload it. Yeah, we're all about like trying to help, so don't worry about that. Did I leave anything out? Oh, here's our free Yahoo Store editor.
No, I just want to, yeah. And just to pause for a minute and go back to Yahoo Store tutorials.
Yeah.
Okay. And then people are asking, how do you customize it? So what happens is someone will call us and say, is it easy to do? Can I do it? And we'll say, Shawna, do a video. Mm-hmm. So that's where you see customize your Yahoo Store video tutorials. They're on the second in the middle, and over on the shopping cart and the store man. Please get in there and understand it. What I tell people, if the Yahoo Store is too difficult for you, call me, you're doing something wrong. Mm-hmm. Because it shouldn't be that difficult. It is so easy to do. So if you're having trouble with it, call, because something isn't right.
Yeah, no, this should not be difficult. It's very simple. It's very easy. My boys have been working on Yahoo stores for a long, long time, and it was very easy to train them to do it. If you forget this coupon code for the item image pop-up, which, by the way, you can do a search and find it. It's a $90 programming that we'll do for free for you. If you forget that coupon code, all you have to do is give us a call. Everybody, anybody here can find it for you. Just ask for Mom if you need to, ask for Michael. They'll take care of you. But if you want to know a quick and easy way, we did this for the Worldwide Brand members. Chris Malta, we love him. And we want to do this for all the Worldwide Brand members. So this actually stands for Worldwide Brands Click to Enlarge, because that's a click to enlarge. So that's what the coupon code means. Worldwide Brands Click to Enlarge. There you go. There's a lot of really great features in the back end of the Yahoo store telling you like some references and different things that you can learn about your visitors. And because I knew that I wasn't going to have enough time right now to go over that, that's why I'm going to cover that in more detail at 9 p.m. when we do the Now What. And I'll go ahead and show you the site that we're going to do it through. This is actually the site that I just opened, and it's a tiny little site. It really is, because the big thing is that I didn't want anything too big and overwhelming. I just don't feel like, once I started programming stores for other people, I felt like it wouldn't be right for me to continue operating stores, because I didn't want people to feel like I would get their information and then I would just go do my own. I just don't feel that's right. I've seen it happen to too many people. So I pretty much stopped selling on the other stores, which, by the way, I need to sell those off if anybody's interested, because they're still sitting around and getting all kinds of traffic and orders, and then we just cancel them. And we need to get rid of those and put them to good use. So we need to sell those off. You know that, Mother? Those are really great URLs too.
Yes, they are. They've been around for a long time. Yeah,
I know.
We'll talk.
I know. So anyway, so I wanted just something small that I didn't want to become like a huge competitor against any client or anything. I just wanted this like little itty bitty niche that would not hurt any of our clients. And so this is what I created, and I'm going to show you how I'm using this niche and what I'm doing specific, very, very specific. So some of the things are going to be very specific towards quilting, and you're going to have to go, okay, how can I put this into effect with my business? So that's just to give you a good update for 9 o'clock, and I have some really great prizes for that hour too. I hope that you enjoy the prizes for this hour. So make sure that you get, first of all, go to freewisestore.com, grab up that 4-month coupon before they're all gone. It's a really, really great deal, because don't forget, you also get, if you're a new customer, remember you have to be a new customer, you also get a $75 credit for Microsoft Ad Center and a $50 credit for Google. So that's another $125 value added onto it. So that's about a $300 prize right there when you add that all up. So that's a really, really, really good thing to take advantage of. So if you're even kind of considering it, just do it. The people here will help you figure out what to do next. Just do it. Who is the one that said just do it? Nike?
I think so. Just Nike. Yeah, just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up a little bit longer too, so that way we can take care of that. You don't have to order this right away. This is something that we do for our customers pretty much as often as we possibly can. When we do something like this, if you do order this for your store, please be understanding that we try to get stuff done in 3 to 5 business days, but after something like this, it might be a little bit longer. So please be understanding about that, but you don't have to rush out and get this right now. If we're opening up a brand new store, you can wait till you open it, or wait till we open it and we'll do it for you. Don't worry about that. We'll get you taken care of. All right, anything else to add to that, Mama? Because I think we need a quick little break before our next webinar.
No, I think we're ready for a break. It was just a really good quick webinar, and just the thing is that if you're not sure, check out our store or check out One Choice for Your Store, and you'll be able to find out all kinds of info.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, please keep visiting, you know, New Life event, and we want to keep you updated on all this. We're going to go back to our webinar Wednesdays and, you know, really get this information out. So, you know, we know that you're on Twitter as well, Twitter and Facebook. So, you know, just make sure that you're keeping up to date with us. And if you're wanting more information, you know, sign up for the One Choice newsletter so that way we can keep in touch, and we'll get more education to you, and we're going to get the book club going. I am so excited. I talked to some ladies this morning first thing and said, would you be willing to help me? And they agreed. So Miss Karen Locker has agreed to help with the New Life Event Book Club. Miss Melissa Learman, who's Time Out Mom, has agreed to help out with the New Life Book Club. Miss Kathy Simpson, I thought she was going to say it depends, but she said yes. Who am I forgetting? Melinda, Kathy, Karen Locker, and
I'm sure it'll grow and grow and grow.
Oh, I know.
Absolutely. It's a great idea.
I know. So they're all going to help me with building this so that way we can make absolutely sure that this gets done, because I know I am so busy that I don't want this to fall by the wayside and not get done. So I've asked these other ladies to help me. I need help making sure that we do this because it's too important not to. So I'm looking forward to getting that going.